My name is Terry Cook, and I'm proud to be the Socialist Equality Party candidate in the large working class seat of Charlton. Our aim is to make available to a broad audience as possible the party's programme to fight war, growing social inequality and the assault on democratic rights. My Labour opponent for Charlton is the former Secretary of the Australian Council of Trade Unions, Greg Combay, who claims to be a leading opponent of WorkChoices, the Howard government's hated industrial relations laws. Now, given this, and the ACTU's multi-million-dollar campaign against WorkChoices, one would think that Combay would welcome any and every opportunity to present his party's position on industrial relations, as well as other vital issues. Not so. On October 25th, I issued an open letter inviting Combay to debate me on industrial relations. To date, I have not received even an acknowledgement. This is no oversight. Combay knows he cannot defend his party's position before any critical audience because Labour's own industrial relations platform, Forward with Fairness, is as savage as Howard's. Fashioned during closed-door consultations with big business, the misnamed Forward with Fairness retains either fully or in slightly modified form all the provisions of WorkChoices, as well as Howard's broader industrial relations regime. Now let me go through them. First, Australian Workplace Agreements, or AWAs. Labour leader Kevin Rudd said he would rip up AWAs, but has now decided to retain them till December 2011. This means that the tens of thousands of workers who have already lost conditions such as penalty rates, shift allowances and holiday leave will continue to face exactly the same exploitative conditions. Second, Howard's anti-strike provisions. Forward with Fairness contains all of them. Its provisions outlaw strikes and other forms of industrial action except during the limited negotiating period for a new enterprise agreement. It imposes mandatory secret ballots before a strike can take place and promises to crack down on so-called unauthorised strike action, secondary boycotts and pattern bargaining. Third, Howard's notorious Australian Building and Construction Commission. Labour is going to retain this to 2010. It has far-reaching coercive powers to enforce anti-strike and other punitive measures in the building industry. After that, it will be replaced by Labour's own specialist division, Fair Work Australia, and the same anti-democratic measures will apply. Fourth, unfair dismissals. Under Labour's provision, small business can sack workers with less than 12 months service, and it will be able to make any worker redundant without paying redundancy if the owner can demonstrate that the business has suffered a downturn or that new technologies have reduced the need for staff. Combay and the entire union bureaucracy has signed off on Labour's IR platform. He, together with other high-profile union figures who have been parachuted into safe Labour seats, will play the key role in enforcing Labour's attacks on the conditions of working people, just as the unions did for 13 years under the Hawke-Keating Labour governments. Now, in contrast, the Socialist Equality Party demands the repeal of all anti-strike and anti-picketing laws. We insist on guaranteed penalty rates and shift allowances and other long-standing working conditions, and full protection from unfair dismissals. We invite working people, students and the unemployed to join the SEP's election campaign and take forward the fight for these policies.